Hello, my name is Michael Cruz from the Learning Resources Department, and I've put together a two-part video series about digital textbooks. The purpose of this series in the first part is to just familiarize the student with what digital textbooks are, why we use them, and how to access and set up your digital textbook. And then the second part will provide tips on successfully navigating the digital textbook and certain tools that you can use within them. So the basics, of the digital textbook, the things that people are often wondering is, first, what is a digital textbook? Well, a digital textbook is an online version of a print textbook, but it's also much more than that, as you'll see as we go through this. Essentially what it is it's a website that contains everything that a print book would have, but you can access it on the internet, you can access it on tablets, on smartphones. Basically, anywhere you can access the internet, you can pull up your textbook. It's very convenient in that way because it saves on paper. You don't have to carry a physical book around with you. But there's additional add-ins that a paper book doesn't have that they do have with digital textbooks, such as note features, exercises. You could do homework and take quizzes in them. It is really a kind of one stop for everything you need for the course content of a class. We use them because not only do they offer all those features like we talked about, but they are actually cheaper for the student. And another good benefit to the digital textbook is that the manufacturer can update those much easier than they can a print book. Once a print book is out, it's out, and what's in it is in it. I know that sounds kind of simple, but once it's printed, the book exists the way it does. If a manufacturer wants to update something in the digital textbook, all they have to do is update it on the website. So that way the book's always staying current and revised. And some of the benefits, in addition to what I've said about the digital textbooks, is the features that we come with them, the cost to the student, but also just the ease of usability. Now, I know some people are a little apprehensive about digital textbooks when they first interact with them, but once they move along and see how easy and user-friendly they are, they do actually quite prefer them after a while. So the first thing you want to do is you want to obtain your site key. Now, the site key is what gives you permission to access the digital textbook, because in a sense what you're doing with the site key, you're paying to access a website, and on the website is that digital textbook. And those site keys are going to have an expiration period on them. They may be good for a semester, they may be good for 2 semesters. It differs by each manufacturer and depending on what you've purchased. You can get these from the bookstore. You can get them online or from the publisher directly. And some courses, they'll be available through the course already, like in the ethics class that everybody has to take, this book here, The Moral Compass. You'll have first day access to that. It's a new policy we're trying at SPC right now, where the first day the class starts, you'll have access to the book, and your account will be charged for the key unless you've opted out of that. Now keep in mind, if you've selected to opt out of that first day book purchase, you will still need to obtain a site key to get access to the book at some point. Next, you want to go to My Courses and locate the information that your teachers put in there about how to set up the course. Each class is going to be a little different because each textbook manufacturer is a little different, but your professors will have put some stuff into the course for you. Some will do PDFs that show you how to access your book. Some will have a module built into My Courses with all the pertinent information. The Quick Connect links for the McGraw-Hill for that ethics book, it'll be right on your homepage when you get in to My Courses, and you'll just follow the instructions on how to set that up. But really what you need to find in my courses is the course code or class information that you need to attach your digital textbook to your class. Some manufacturers, when you go on their website, they're going to ask for a number that connects to that specific class for that specific instructor. You enter that in, and then it links you in, because sometimes the teacher will actually have like assignments built in, quizzes, homeworks, etc., and it links all that information to you. Now remember, it's hard to show, a specific example of this because there are so many different textbook manufacturers we work with. We use Cengage, McGraw-Hill, we use Pearson, we use a lot. And so each of these websites have great information on their websites about how to access their books, how to set it up, how to use the different features in their books. So I definitely encourage you to explore the information that the manufacturer provides, because like I said, it will be different. There are some universalities to digital textbooks, but at the end of the day, it could vary by manufacturer. So make sure you just spend some time on their website looking through their content, their tutorials and stuff that help you figure out your textbook. And so, as I mentioned, the Connect feature is right in your class already. So if you have that in the course you're taking, literally just click on that and you add the text to your course. It's a pretty simple process. And then finally, you want to get in your book and you want to start exploring. I recommend that you sign into your book as soon as possible and start digging around. Don't wait for the instructor to assign a reading. Get in there, get familiar with the textbook, get comfortable with its layout, with its features, with its settings, and really start to see how this thing is going to work for you throughout the course of the semester. You want to be familiar with the book so that way when you do get an assignment, you know exactly how to get in there, how to find it, how to work your way around. You want to know what the content looks like, how it's laid out, how it's presented in the book. And you want to see what extras and tools are available. Some of them have note features, highlight features, annotation tools, and we're going to go over that a little bit in the second part of this video series. But really, you just want to make sure you know everything it has to offer before you start the course. Now, when I say before you start the course, I don't necessarily mean the day before class starts, because obviously you may not even have access until that first day. But what I mean before you start the course is like before you really start the course, before you really dig into that content and start trying to work on assignments. Make sure you know everything that book has to offer, because at the end of the day, your textbook is a tool for success in your class. It's not something we just charge you to have. We barely make any money on them as it is. It's a tool to help you process the material, learn the information, supplement, the instruction from class with the book at home, so you can really maximize your most amount of success. So that's going to conclude part 1 of this video series. Part 2, again, we'll go over some of the tools and the features and how to navigate through the book. And so please continue on to that video to see the rest of the information. Thank you.